Hey guys, just uploaded a video a little while ago about today's pre-market on September 17th, my watch list, and one of the stocks that I was looking at the most was ENSV. It's a penny stock, which I normally don't trade, but everything else was looking pretty crappy. And coming into the market open, this thing was looking really, really strong and just overall trending up. And then right before market open, I noticed that a ton of volume was coming in out of nowhere. Well, let's see, compared to, so you had about 500,000 here, but then things just kind of faded off, and then all of a sudden you got 61,000 there and another 250,000 right before market open, and trending on the way up. That's a pretty strong sign that there's a lot of people into this, and very close. This was the pre-market high. They're pushing price back up very close to the pre-market high. So the most aggressive trade here would be to set a buy stop limit right above the pre-market high, trying to catch the breakout over it. And lately the market's been so choppy, I don't do that because you could get triggered and then a huge sell-off right during the first 1 minute candle, and it could continue for the next few minutes. So if you held, you'd be taking a huge loss, which I don't do. I have a stop loss, and I would have just gotten stopped out for still a pretty decent loss, because with these big candles you have to set your stop loss pretty far. So I didn't do that. I did watch the first minute candle forming. I saw it whip way down here right away and then push back up, and then it was kind of steadily pushing back up toward the pre-market high. So I put in an order for the breakout of the pre-market high during the 1 minute candle, which again is still a little aggressive, but I did the minimum share size you can do on a penny stock, which is 100 shares. And that's what I did. I set my stop for 23 cents, so that's the break of the pre-market. And then I got filled at 23 cents for all 100 shares, which is ideal. And then I sold over here. So I use my stop loss and take profit orders. So you see these trades or the orders are linked. So so I had my stop loss set over here, which was kind of based on this candle, I think. No, you know what? I can't remember exactly what was going on there. It kind of happened really fast. It must have been based on this first candle, because that's where I got in at. So so I bought at 23 cents, and then it started to shoot up, come back down, shoot up, and I just decided to pull my limit order down and take let's see, what was that, like 1.35 cents, but at 100 shares that's $1.35 profit, within just a couple of seconds here. Let's see, like a little bit less than 20 seconds. So that's pretty cool. I was happy with that because these things are so unpredictable lately that they often shoot up and then they rip right back down. So right now it's just about protecting your capital and taking the gains you can get, and not being worried about leaving money on the table, because having that mentality right now can get you into a lot of trouble. So really the textbook best trade here would have been the 3-bar play on the 1 minute chart for the breakout of the high of this candle, which was 0.2532 cents. But see, the problem with Webul, doing that on Webul with these penny stocks, so you could, if this was like a stock above $1, you can do that very easily. But I think I would have had to set my stop limit at 26 cents, which is quite a bit above the high of that candle. And then ride it up to 28, which would be really nice if you caught it, but more than likely, you would have got maybe 1 cent of the move, or maybe slightly above on if you held till this candle open. But notice, as soon as this candle opened, and this is the 1 minute chart, just 1 minute later, flushed right down. So that's why I'm saying, I like to just get what I can and get out before I lose it all, because these stocks are just moving very wildly, and I don't like to hold. I'm a scalper, so holding and hoping is not a strategy. So anyway, I did take one more trade like really quickly after that because this thing was just showing so much strength that you're buying into price strength. So chances are it's going to continue higher. And I think, well, let's see, where's the 25-cent level? Yeah, I saw the 25-cent level break and come back down a little, or at least maybe it was inching toward that. And I thought, well, if I can catch the break 25 cents, it'll likely go up to 26 cents. And I ended up getting filled at just under 25 cents. And then I sold pretty quickly for like, I guess, a 0.3 cent gain, but still, it was like, I think like a 30-cent gain or something like that. So here I was paying like $25, so it's still over 1% gain on one trade that took 7 seconds. And I know that's kind of seems crazy. Like I bought in and I got out really quick. I didn't let it move. But I have learned that, especially during the past couple of months, that these things are not guaranteed to break out like this. So the other alternative is I could have bumped my stop up with it and tried to catch that. But in the moment, this thing just whips around like crazy, and the trend didn't really continue. It sold right off. So I could have gotten a little bit more, but I could have stayed in longer and also got caught in this flush and lost potentially all my profits of the previous trade. So right now you just can't have that kind of mentality. So let's see what ended up happening. Doesn't really matter to me because I was trading right at the open, and that's all I was interested in. I wasn't interested in holding this thing for a long time or even minutes. So, but let's just see what happens. So look, it got really choppy here. If I would have waited past this area, I wouldn't have taken any of these trades because this is just like a huge sideways move. And, it kind of just shows uncertainty in the price. So, if I would have held during this candle, it just wouldn't have worked out because after a few minutes, again, I'm scalping in and out within a minute. This is just a lot of time passing and me sitting on a trade that I don't really want to be into. So I would be likely to just get out at the first opportunity. Well, let's just for fun look and see what happens. So this thing is just selling off. I mean, look at this, is almost as low as where it opened. So yeah. I mean, there's still a chance this thing could shoot back up later in the day. But I certainly want to be holding, if I bought in around here and waiting for that to happen, it could just as likely just continue down. So anyway, I just thought I would share that because that was a trade that I picked in the pre-market, or at least a stock that I picked in the pre-market, and took some profit. Right now, I'm shooting for 0.5% to 1% gain per day. Which over time is decent, and if you can get that average. Before, my goal was 1% a day, but just things are so crazy right now that I'm happy if I get 0.5% today. I got about 3%, so that's huge. That's kind of like 3 days worth of work in one. So anyway, again, I hope this was helpful. Small cash account stuff here on Webul, and let me know what you think. Good luck trading.